It'll be a C24, we think. The latest from our daily newsletter at podnews.net. A Canadian politics podcast is releasing a special episode on cassette only. Just 50 will be made. The show is 48 minutes long and based on our extensive historical knowledge of cassettes. It looks like after 24 minutes you'll need to turn the tape over to keep listening. The popular iOS and Android podcast app Pocket Casts has announced its mobile apps are now open source. Now everyone, they say, can help make it even better by reporting bugs, suggesting new features, and submitting pull requests for current issues. It's shared under the Mozilla public license. In New Zealand, NZME is celebrating hitting 50 million annual downloads. The company is number one in the New Zealand podcast ranker and uses the iHeart brand in the country. And Open Prefix Analytics service OP3 has added a setup page, a prefix argument for a show's GUID, and introduced API key management. While our OP3 user agent snapshot now uses our own API key, and the Podnews daily podcast now includes the GUID too. Well, that was a bit techie. Now, podcast news. The Mo Show is an English-language podcast from Saudi Arabia featuring interviews with tech entrepreneurs, a boxer, a female rapper, and more from the country. Host Mohammed Islam moderated a panel yesterday at the Ignite Podcast Creator Conference in Riyadh. And good news, everypony. My Little Pony, the podcast, is finally here. Narrated by pop star Princess Pop Petals and her trusty producer Jazz Hooves. Hoof to Heart, Acast are doing their part with Hasbro. Friendship is magic after all. And a new adventure waits for us every week until mid-November. Be a true friend to the little one in your life and get it playing right across Equestria, etc. And that's the latest from our daily newsletter. To read all the stories and subscribe, we're at podnews.net.